Down into turn 13 and 14. This time by, it'll be the white flag. That podium finish you mentioned, second back at Houston last year. And right now, Graham Rahal, he is going to end up leading 18 laps here if he holds on for this one. And a spin, that's a local right now at turn 10 with Ed Carpenter. They will not go full course yellow. Graham led 18 laps all of last year in his rookie campaign in Champ Car. He will become the youngest to ever win an IndyCar Series event if he can just get through about 7 more turns.
And all he's trying to do right now is hit his points, turn in, apex, and exit of the turn, and do everything really textbook style. He's got a great gap right now between himself and Helio Castroneves. No longer looking in the mirrors, just looking forward and trying to do everything perfectly.
Heading down towards where that local yellow is, he gets safely through. He's past the trouble area, so now, as he comes down through turn 12 into 13, he's going to say, hey, Pop, look at me. I'm going to win in my first IndyCar start out of turn 14. Here comes Graham Rahal. Say hello to a new star in the IndyCar Series. Rahal wins at St. Petersburg.
Well, I'll tell you what, it can't get any sweeter than this, especially after last week not racing, and felt really bad for the guys in crashing the car, but certainly this makes it a whole lot sweeter. You know, certainly didn't expect to beat the record, but we're happy to do it.
How does this change your goals for this season?
Well, I mean, I think it's a little different. Today was a tough race with all the rain and everything, but then we pulled through it and it worked out. So hopefully we can get a couple more.
Here she comes. The white flag this time by, and nobody within sight. Look at Mom Bev. 1.5 miles to go for Danica Patrick and the Motorola team. Could history be made at Twin Ring Motegi? Down the backstretch for one more time. Does she have enough fuel to get around the final 2 corners? Into turns 3 and 4. Danica Patrick coming out of 4, and boys, move over. The lady is coming through. Danica Patrick wins at Twin Ring Motegi.
I feel like I was crying, but it's a long time coming. Finally.
When you take a look at this weekend, and especially in this race, battling an understeer condition.
Congrats, girl. Good job.
Marco Andretti congratulating Danica, understeer, and then all of a sudden, fuel conservation. How tough for you?
I can't say that the last stint was exactly hard. You know, you're taking it easy and taking care of the car. I did feel like at the end I was, you know, that it was fast and that I was managing to save fuel while still keeping the speed up. And I'd heard, you know, from Kyle that, you know, all I need to beat is Helio. So when I saw him, I knew I had been kind of saving a little extra throughout the stint, and that, you know, I knew he was the one to beat, and I didn't want to make the mistake of, you know, not pushing really hard to get by him. So it managed to be a little bit safer probably than I saw. But thank you to Andretti Green, thank you to, you know, all my teammates, and finally.
That is Vitor Mira, 2 cars up. Lap traffic for the race leaders. 3 laps to go here at Milwaukee. Fuel's not an issue. Oh no, and a crash as Marco Andretti and Carpenter come together. Oh, and a car gets up in the air. It's Mira. More cars involved further back. As he comes out of turn number 4, it is redemption for Ryan Briscoe. A week after crashing with Danica Patrick, he will take the checkered flag and win here at the Milwaukee Mile with Scott Dixon close behind in second.
Well, Roger, I mean, he's just the man. Rick Mears, 30 years since his first ever IndyCar win. And I can't tell you how special this is to win my first IndyCar win on his 30th anniversary. So he's been so good to me all year long, and I wouldn't have won it without his advice here. So thanks to Rick Mears, thanks to everyone at Team Penske. It's awesome.